Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles, and today I have a really different video. I'm going to show you some makes that were not planned, but I enjoyed making so much. Now, last year my mum went to Bolivia to visit me, and I had a couple of weeks to plan and make very, very special things for my niece. At the time she was 3 years old, now she's 4. She's still wearing all the me-made items that I made her. They still fit. And so I hadn't planned on making her any more things until the end of the year when I went over there. But I was presented an opportunity. One of my husband's acquaintances is here doing some business in the university, and he's from Chile. Lives close to where my parents live, and my brother and my sister-in-law, my niece. And so I have this opportunity to send her some things now. So I had a very, very short time frame to plan these makes. I did have to dive into my stash and use what I could find that could be appropriate for a little girl. And I'm super excited because I get to sew for a baby. So my brother and my sister-in-law are expecting another girl. My sister-in-law is pregnant. She's about 30-something weeks, 31 weeks. So yeah, I really wanted to make a baby thing. The only issue is I didn't really have like a nice cotton, like a knit to sort of make baby pants or hats or that sort of thing. I just didn't have any of that, you know, like prime material. So I decided to make a dress. Yeah, so I'm super excited with these makes. It's just so cute. So yeah, just a warning, if you're not into the cute girly things, you're welcome to skip this video and come back for my next garment making, like adult sewing, you know, but this is just too cute not to share. So in Instagram, I participated in an event with the hashtag Great Big Pattern Swap, where I was able to obtain some patterns from overseas, and I sent some patterns overseas. So I saw this pattern being offered. It's Simplicity 2668, Simplicity Baby, and it's got sizes ranging from newborn up to like 24 kilos, 18 months. So from newborn to 18 months. So perfect. I chose to make this dress right there. Just a simple dress. It has that sort of round yoke and then the pleats coming out of the dress and the nappy cover. So yeah, that was my plan. I made it in the extra small, which is for 1 to 3 months, or from 7 to 13 pounds. And that is when I think the weather will be appropriate over there, that she can wear this dress, because it's a summer dress. And I think in December, January over there, it is very hot for a little baby to wear a dress. So I'm gonna show you. Now, you're gonna notice what I'm wearing. Same fabric. So in the beginning of the year, I made this top out of this really nice cotton lawn with flowers. It's super thin, super soft, super nice. And I had a bit left over. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to make with it. And so this was the perfect project. So I'm gonna show you the dress first. It's tiny. See that round yoke there? Now, I'm not gonna show you any sewing. I'm just showing you the makes. This is a true show and tell. This round neckline, you know, it has an opening so you can fit the head. I didn't interface it, I interlined it. So there's 3 layers of the same fabric there just to give it more stability, but it still keeps the softness, because for a baby, I would not use interfacing, there's no way. And from there come all these pleats there, and all these pleats over here. Now, I didn't look at the pattern instructions as per usual. I decided to self-line it. So if you turn this around, it's exactly the same. So these seams around there are all enclosed. It's the same thing inside. All the side seams are hidden, so there's going to be no rough edges against her skin, because she's going to be a tiny little baby. And I was remembering Elizabeth from Elizabeth Made This. She had a vlog where she showed a purple linen dress that she hacked and did meters and meters of fringe around the edges with like linen that she fringed on the edges, you know. I thought, oh, that's perfect. And I had a piece of linen that matches, and so I cut long strip, you know. I frayed the edges there. I did one row of stitching there to secure it so it doesn't fray excessively, and I sewed this onto the bottom of the lining as a trim. Now you can see there it's sewn on there. I've left the edges raw so that they can fray also. I didn't sew inside because I don't want the linen touching her. I sewed it out, you know, like on the out part there, and I measured the top part of the skirt so that it would meet just there, so that the linen fringe would peep out under there. So yeah, this is so super cute. Now I've left this. My mom's gonna do like those little thingies that you do with thread and like a loop that buttons, you know, with a tiny button there. She's gonna do that for me because yeah, she's like an expert at that stuff, so she's happy to do that for the new baby. And I made the little thingies to go under to cover the nappy. So same fabric. Here I did a big hem, and so the elastic is actually encased in there. It's not raw like on the fabric as such. And I made the waist elastic wider and nice and loose. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put anything tight on a baby. Now inside, I didn't have enough fabric to like self-line this. I would have done it. I French seamed. All the seam there is French seamed. All that inseam, so that it's nice and softer against the skin, and it just looks nicer as well. So that is my little outfit. So this goes under there, and it's just mega cute. And then for my niece, for my big niece, she's 4 now, I made her some things. And so as part of that pattern swap, I got this Burda Style in French from a lady in France. This is April 2012, and it has these really cute children's things. And so in this picture you can see the girl wearing a top, and you can see the boy wearing a shirt, and I used those 2 patterns. Now I used the boy's shirt to make a bodice for a knit dress, because actually boys and girls at 4 years old don't really differ much in shape. They're just up and down, really. They don't have like differences yet. So using a shirt pattern for a boy is perfect. And now you can see it's got a lowish neckline, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, cutting out the sizes and trying to figure out the instructions was really interesting. I didn't follow the instructions, but basically I wanted to know what pattern piece was what. So I learned the words front and back in French, left and right in French. So all good learning. So that top I made for my niece in the same contrasting fabrics as the dress for the baby, so they can go matchy matchy. So it has the linen yoke, it has the linen placket there, and then at the bottom it has the same fabric, the neck there at the back, and I did the same sort of linen fringing detail on the back as well. So because linen is a bit complicated to have against your skin for some people, and I don't want my niece to not want to wear this because it's like scratchy or whatever, I lined the inside. All that yoke piece is lined in cotton, very soft, and the back I managed to make the yoke lined in the same fabric as the outer fabric. I made some bias binding, just a little piece there with my new bias makers, super handy. And that closes, you can see there, all around that little armhole. And yeah, I had lots of fun making the little buttonholes and everything. I top stitched in some places, like on the yoke there, and there on the yoke. Oh, it's just so mega cute. I mean, I wish I could have made her like something for the bottom that matches, but I'll definitely keep my eyes peeled for some fabric that will match this. So when I go at the end of the year, I can take some shorts or a skirt to make over there. And I'd rather make pants or a skirt with her live so I can try that on her, you know. I'm sure this is gonna fit. I made a size 110, you know, in the Burda child chart, and that is slightly larger than her measurements. I know all her measurements. My sister-in-law sent me all her measurements, like detailed, like shoulder to shoulder, from here to her waist, like everything. So yeah, this is gonna fit her, and I can't wait to see her wear it. And then with that t-shirt pattern, that was for boys, I just cropped the length to her waist height, which my sister-in-law measured. You know, I told her get like a tight ribbon, measure it around her waist, which is really hard to tell for a child, but you know, just where it looks nice, because a girl is just straight up and down, you know. So she said from here to there was 26 centimeters, so I just added on another centimeter just in case. And then I have the bodice. This is a t-shirt pattern, so that it just comes up to there. And from there down, I just added on a gathered skirt. I added black cuffs. You know, you saw the t-shirt had a really wide neckline. That's really good, because that means that she can put it on and off, and I made like a turtleneck thing. And at the back, it's got a black yoke, and inside it's lined. So I'm gonna turn this around. I lined the bodice so that it could enclose all the gathers at the waist. You know, it can get quite bulky, and that, you know, when it rubs against your waist could be a bit uncomfortable for a little girl. So all that is all enclosed, it's all closed in there. Now I lined this with, from my stash, some black rayon spandex. It's really soft. So that's how I've lined the bodice. Now I would always line a bodice of a little girl. They don't wear bras, you know, and I don't, you know, it's just for, it looks better if it's lined, if you got 2 layers. Also, this is a winter dress, and in Chile it's freezing cold, so a lined bodice is always a plus. And now this one got a bit wrinkled. Now I bought this fabric to make my son a t-shirt, and I still will. I left just enough for that. So there'll be your cousin Matchy Matchy. This is the exact same thing. It's a red and blue striped jersey, super nice quality. I made the cuffs with the lines going down. The neck, I had to make it with the lines going horizontal. I wanted to make it with the lines vertical, but the stretch for this jersey is very good this way, but vertically the neck wouldn't have had the stretch. So yeah, I didn't go there. I'm glad I noticed before I cut it out, but visually I think I would have liked to have the contrasting stripes. With the cuffs I can get away with that. You don't need much stretch there at the cuffs. And instead of adding a gathered skirt like on the other dress, I did a half circle skirt. It's so wrinkled, sorry. I twin needled the hem, and I used 2 colors, black and navy blue and red there, so it would look cool. There is a seam there at the back. So you can see at the back the stripes are going down and side. I really like that about stripes and half circles. It's like they're going like this. Now on the side seams, I did match them. There, the stripes. Very small piece to match. I totally matched that. And I'm gonna turn this inside out. This is also lined at the bodice, just for the extra layer of warmth, and also to have that waistline nice and smooth. You can see the dress, the skirt is tucked in there. You know, burrito method, same. So basically all the same construction techniques I use for me, I used to make these baby things. The same thing, just smaller, and yeah, and fun. Cool, that is all. I hope you enjoyed seeing these. I can't wait to have pictures of her wearing them. When I do get them, I will pop them in one of my vlogs. I do always like put a sticker on her face, you know, because, you know, children privacy online is important, so I do that. Thanks for watching. Bye. Happy sewing.